quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackle at the 26.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll hand it off. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down here for this offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him down out near the 40.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner is brought down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback's got it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the Sun Devils with first and 10 here. Heading left after the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Hey, it's a gain. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. That's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Third down coming up after that running play. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Oh, and he's got some room. Can he get there? And he scores. Touchdown, ASU. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. They've got him down out near the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And this is dropped.
Go get the fucking pick, bro.
Collected. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They'll run the option. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle, but 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive 1st half. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Handoff in a single back formation. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. We'll see if they can convert.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. try and muscle for the first down. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. The Sun Devils hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. It is intercepted. The 50.
That's how you bait a nigga. That's how you bait a nigga. Should have ran the ball trying to get cute.
How about that, Kurt? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game to tie the game is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Defense not pressing this time. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He's going to try to return the punt. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. Comes the Texas State offense back out there. Let's see what they can do here. There's time to run a few plays, perhaps get into field goal range. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fights through the tackler.
What the fuck is he doing?
They've got him behind the line. Great penetration by the defense. They finally get him down for a loss. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this is a missed opportunity for this defense. They had him at 3rd down and long. They're so consumed with thinking about defending the pass that they completely missed defending the run. The offense is able to get exactly what they wanted, able to get the leverage and blocking angles. And look at this, they got a first down.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. This one will be fair caught. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. It's an option look. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Three guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Close to the tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Texas State offense back on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Third down after that running play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Across the 40 now. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Sun Devils looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Try to run it with the option. That run moves the ball across the 40. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Here's the option play. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive moving.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
That completion makes it second and short. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Sun Devils lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll try the option play here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Sun Devils are in the red zone. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And the Sun Devils pick up enough for a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Just trucks through the defender. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. No, they stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. There's the handoff. Fights back to the line of scrimmage, avoids the safety, but nothing more.
And the defense is doing everything they can to try to rip that ball out. They've got to get the football back to their own offense to have any chance, obviously, of winning this game.
Okay, 2nd and 10 from their own 1. This was an important play. They want to avoid a 3rd and long at this spot on the field. Same tailback, another carry.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Finding space at the 20. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 30. The 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Texas State. It was a foot race and he won it.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, you know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind them. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Contact as he threw it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out at the 8. A crucial takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First and goal here for the offense. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Touchdown, Texas State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead. So you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Here's the second down play. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He finds his man. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. They stop him, but it's a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
He's got a man down the middle. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
He's running out of time here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They're going to run the option. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that will help them down the road.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and
he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. This time he stopped short, scored the touchdown, but doesn't back it up with a 2-point conversion. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.